Hello guys, this is Dr. Kcomt, board certified psychiatrist, working here in Central Pennsylvania at a Center for Wellbeing. Today our topic is Reiki and chakras. And we have here today Cathy Harner, having a Reiki master for many years. Welcome, Cathy.
Thank you, Christian. It's great to be here.
Can you tell us about the history of the Ayurveda and the chakras, please?
Well, it's out of Hinduism, which of course is the most ancient of, religions or cosmologies on the planet. And, it is out of the Ayurvedic healing traditions that, the chakras have become known in our, culture now.
It's a very ancient knowledge, right?
Yes.
Thousands of years old.
Yeah, the most ancient, yeah.
Wow, okay. Let's talk now about the first chakra, will be Muladhara. Tell us about that chakra, please.
Well, that's also called the root chakra, and the color for that chakra is red, and it has to do with the root of the body. It's where we're anchored to the earth. It has to do with our groundedness. If that chakra should be out of balance, people are very ungrounded, are not really operating really well in their body, and maybe one of the symptoms that you really notice is they don't handle their resources well. Like people who have a imbalanced root chakra have problems with money. They can't take survival. It's survival skills. So those kind of things can really be off in that person. And so when you with Reiki, we that's where our hand positions and our healing, we work with the chakras. And so hopefully as we work with people and that we maybe notice that they have that problem, they become more balanced, more grounded, more able to survive, take care of themselves in the world.
Wow, very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, now the second chakra will be in Sanskrit Svadhisthana.
Right, and we would translate that to the sacral chakra, which is also called the sexual chakra. It's over the sexual organ, so it has to do with our creativity as human beings, but also just creativity in general. And so if that chakra is healthy, someone is very creative and very sort of happy and free in their life. But if it's out of balance, sometimes that can indicate maybe sadly it could be they had maybe some abuse issues as young people, so their sexual energy is off. It also can cause infertility in women, if that chakra is out of balance. So again, working with that chakra can help bring that part of the body into balance.
So applying Reiki to that chakra can be beneficial for the client, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Very interesting. What about now the third chakra is called in Sanskrit Manipura.
Right, and that would be the solar plexus chakra in English.
Right.
So, and that's the largest chakra.
Okay.
That's the largest chakra. It covers this whole area of the body. It covers a lot of the organs, the organs in the body cavity there, the pancreas, the stomach. And so that one has a lot to do with our ego, really. It's how we express ourselves as a human being. And, if that's in balance, we can emanate our energy and radiate out our light literally to other people. And if it's not, we can maybe be very, shy and retiring and have inferior feelings of inferiority. Our sense of
self-esteem.
Yeah, our sense of self is not good.
Right.
And then if it can be overly out of balance in the other way, which is then you can be really a big ego enters the room, and they're very, they kind of take up. What do they say about people with big egos? They take all the air out of the room,
Right.
So anyway, you're hoping to balance that chakra, and have just somebody have a healthy expression of their ego.
How beautiful.
Yeah.
What about now the fourth chakra, also known as Anahata, in your heart?
Okay, well that's the heart, and the color there is green and pink. It's also
I heard about that, yes.
Mostly green is how it's shown when we're teaching it, and of course the heart is all about our feelings,
Right.
our ability to love, our ability to share ourselves in relationships and you know, give to others. And so if that one's out of balance, you may, you know, again, have difficulty relating to people and difficulty in your relationship. And then on the physical level, it can, if it goes on long enough, if those things move beyond emotions and start to affect the physical body, then people can actually have heart problems, you know, their heart doesn't function well at a physical level. So again, we're working to bring balance and, you know, so people can have a healthy, you know, relationships and be able to love, you know.
Exactly. I want to say that every time you work on you do Reiki to me,
Yeah.
and you work on my heart chakra, I end up with a sense of well-being, a sense of harmony,
Right.
a sense of peace, of love.
Right, yeah,
Right?
yeah, it's exactly what the, you know, a balanced heart chakra, that's how you should feel, you know, when
Right.
you're done, yeah. Good
Okay.
example.
Okay, now let's go into the fifth chakra,
Yeah.
the throat, and Ayurvedic name is Vishuddha.
Okay, so well, that's the throat chakra, that's right here. The color for that is a lovely sky blue, you would see there. And of course, the throat has, you know, to do with your ability to communicate,
Right.
to say how you feel, to say what you think, to, you know, express your thoughts. And so again, in a healthy chakra, you're able to do that. If it's not functioning, you might really have trouble finding your voice in life and being able to
Right.
express, you know, those things to others. And so again, you are working to bring balance to that chakra. Now another thing that chakra does, I learned along the way, is it's connected to the psychic ability or you know, yeah, the extrasensory ability, I should say, of clairaudience, being able to hear spiritually. So,
Right.
and on the physical level, it can, if that chakra is out of balance, it can affect your hearing. And of course, thyroid being right here, you can have issues with thyroid.
Wow. Now we're going to the sixth chakra. It's called Ashna,
Yes.
right? So located in your forehead.
Okay, so this is called the sixth chakra, the brow chakra. Yeah, the third eye, it's called. So, and that's a deep, beautiful indigo color, and that has to do with our ability to have vision in our life, to be able to see ahead, to create a plan for our life, to actually, and people who have that chakra very, you know, open and balanced are visionary. You know, they can. Like you are, you know, like you created your center here.
All right, well, thank you for that.
Yeah, well, it was. You had this thing that you wanted to do in your life, and you had this vision of being, you know, wanting to do a healing center.
Thank you for that.
And yeah, so that came from that chakra, your ability to create and see and then bring into manifestation. So that's a perfect example of a you know, how you use that chakra at the very highest level, you know, to bring something like this into being.
And I guess also to see the big picture, right?
Yes.
In things. Sometimes people get too trapped into details,
Right.
and don't see the big picture of life.
Right. And when they do, they can't have a big vision, you know, they get stuck in you know, not being able to see ahead for themselves, that sort of thing. So yeah, so there you go. Your center of well-being came from your visionary ability.
Okay, now we go into the seventh chakra.
Yeah.
It's called Sahasrara, also known as the flower of the thousand petals.
Yes, yeah, that's
Tell
how,
us
you know, in
about
Buddhism they talk about the 1,000-petaled lotus, and that's the crown chakra up here, which when that is complete, color purple, and when that is completely open, you really have reached enlightenment, which of course is what the Buddha taught, you know, to be enlightened. And so again, it's really like a connection to source, really, God, whatever you want to call that energy. And people who have that center open are usually very, very spiritual, very, very, very aligned. They've really worked out a lot of the things in their life, and they're just in deep service to humanity. You know, they're very, very just open to being of service. And of course, if it's blocked, you aren't doing those things. But you know, I think it's going to become more prevalent in humanity, because now we're evolving to a point where enlightenment isn't just for the few. It isn't just for the Buddha or the Christ, or, you know, it's for us all if we reach for it. But you know, it's a hard climb. You know, you have to really clean up your life and live a very pure life to reach that level. But it can be done.
If somebody will come to you with no knowledge of this, why do you think it's important for the people to know it? Why do you think is to bring this knowledge, ancient knowledge, now to the current?
Well, I think one of the most important things is just for health. You know, these centers are, you know, connected to our body, or a part of our being, and if they're out of balance, your health, you know, you have dis-ease in your body then. You know, if there's something wrong, like I was saying, yeah, with the heart, you know, if someone has trouble expressing emotions and everything, and that goes on for a lifetime, they can end up with heart problems. So it's important to have them in balance for just in general for your health.
And once again, you know, this knowledge has been very, very ancient. It's not something new.
No.
It has been used for thousands of years in ancient cultures.
Right.
With benefits, with clear benefits.
Exactly. And you know, and while definitely it's used in Reiki, and we work with that yoga, which is one of the oldest forms of you know, of Ayurvedic healing and everything is an example of that.
Excellent. Cathy, anything else you want to tell us about the chakras and Reiki and energy?
Well, just, you know, be aware, you know, listen to your body when you feel something off in one of those centers. Get Reiki. Come and have Reiki here at our center. You know, we are a part of Christian's Center of Wellbeing. Myself and my two partners, we have a business on the second floor here called the West Shore Reiki Alliance. So come to us and we will help you.
Okay, Cathy, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you. It's wonderful to be here.
Okay, guys, if you have any further questions, please call here at Center for Wellbeing at 717-603-3700. Hope you enjoyed the interview, and we'll see each other next time.